Hello guys, welcome to another episode of BubbleteaS uh, live lessons or GotWic lessons though. Okay, today I will show you guys how to read a rally report. So this was just coincidental that my alliance member Nikos was in K78 with a bunch of MHL people, and he was looking at the battle report and like asking what formation and stuff, like just to be sure. He's a competent rally leader, but it's always good to get a second opinion. And I'll show you the thought process of like what is the correct read, and what is the chance you take, the risk factor, and what the other side did wrong. So this will be kind of an advanced class though, cause if you watch my previous video, this is that is all theory, but this is application. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so looking at let's assume you get this scout report. Oh, look at this guy. 39 million, 62, 6.93, and 225 million gold, and his total attack is 200, total defense 300. And this generally is not really looked at, but when you're reading the scout report, the two important things to note is this and this. So let's break it down. So Royal Infantry, he has about 600k and 2 million T3. Cav, he has about 700k Royals and 300k Cav. And Spear, he has about 1 million and 2 million. So this guy is what we call a rainbow formation. So basically his troops are kind of evenly split. Cav is a bit, the Cav, his ideology, I think, is his Cav he's gonna be using as the meat shield, while his infantry and spear will be doing the backline damage. But when you do that though, like it's not advisable to have all your commanders Cav, and I'll explain why in a bit on your war. So the first mistake was his composition though. So like and his commanders on his wall. If looking at this and I identify the troops with the most D3, which is cavalry, I would very safely assume that his formation is gonna be some cav front or infantry back or spear back. So this is the first no-go. The second no-go was, give me a minute, this guy unbubbled in research. So semi-research though. So I don't think he knows the thing about trading like your research gear and your battle gear, that you should always be in one or the other, and always be in a bubble while you're doing research. So let's see. Give me a minute. City. Boop. So this is the first report. So like reading this, we can safely deduce that what he's trying to do, he's trying to use his cavalry as a buffer, so it will automatically be his front line though. So, and if he's offline, he can't change his commanders. So knowing this, people say the first thought might be to go spear first though. But like, if you go spear first, and if his infantry is the second line, you have about 600k and 1 million k. That is his main damage dealer, cause these are T4 while this is T3, and he's using his while his T3 composition of his cav, T4 composition of his cav is lower, and his T4 composition is higher than his cavalry. So knowing this, I would look at my rally leader, and Nikos has about 3 million. If he went to 3 million full on this cavalry guy, his 3 million will be met by 2 million T4 and infantry for the, if it's the second line, his infantry will get, his spear will get damaged heavily by the infantry back line, while his cavs are fully tanking. And due to the fact that this guy is using pure full cav commanders, it will actually have relatively high health. So the first, let's see. So in looking at the battle report, like what would you guys usually if they see cav infantry, like we don't know the second line, but we can deduce the first. So using this logic and his composition, the common mistake would be to go full T4 spear though. Like that is wrong, because your full spear will have his second infantry line dealing damage to you. So we suggested him to go what I call it, cav spear. So his cav will be tanking the other side's cav, while his second line spear will be doing damage to his cav, and his infantry or spear back line will be damaging his cav. So is using the cav front line neutralizes his first and second line attack, because if you watch my countering formation video, you can know that it's X3 and taking less damage from the second line infantry. But it's a gamble though, so it's like first time when you rally someone, it's always a gamble. Okay, let's go. Oh shit. Give me a minute. Where is that successful rally? Jesus Christ. Give me a minute. Is this the first one? Let's see. No, 30 minutes ago. Let me see whether I can find the first one. Give me a minute. Hey, come on, buddy. Where are you? Okay, so logic not found though, so I have no idea what happened to his 1 million. Maybe it's reinforcement. So this is the first. Wait, did he have reinforcement? Okay, so like I just assumed that this. So he went spear and majority to his cav. So let's see the details. So he used the spear as a buffer, as the front line to damage the cav, and his composition is hit majority spear to fight the cav front line. So let's see what's happened. See, and survivors, he managed to kill off this, wounded this, and the guy still had 1 million T3 cav. So this is the first rally. I would highly recommend that he went cav spear first though. Like cav spear would generally be a better outcome. So after the first rally, you have to look at the formation. So this is cav infantry. So his infantry is going to be dealing damage to his first line, while his second line infantry, which is not much, because you keep in mind the composition, is going to deal lesser damage, but his cavalry is going to be hitting the cavs as well. So let me see whether I can explain the logic though. This is quite a difficult thing to explain. So if you look here, wait, let me see. Okay, so where's your cav spear? So cavalry 400k fought 3 million, enemy lost 6. So enemy defied, like, look at this. So 4 million cavalry versus 2 million spear, and he only lost this much because Nico's spear composition has more T4 than their opponent other side T4. So this makes a huge difference though. But you can see the number variation to the attack, like the losses. So even though it's 4 million attacking, this is a direct counter. So he only lost 5k. While as you look at the other side, while his 2 million spear attack his 4 million cav, look at how much different it is. This is the magic of countering. Okay, so after looking at the first report, Jesus Christ, it's everywhere. Okay, wait, give me a minute. Yeah, Nikos. Yeah. Then we have, oh shit, I need to find the first report. Give me a minute. Sorry guys, the interface is really buggy, so I have to find the correct one. Okay, so let's see. So after when you rally someone for the first time, if this was a full spear rally, it wouldn't be that bad because of the stats differentiation. Yes, relatively the difference is very high. I'm going to try not to give away his stats though. So after looking at this, and after you got the report, this is the most important thing that you should be looking at. How much the other side composition changes. So right now, he has 1 million cavalry, and so basically he's down 1 million T3 cav. So it's gonna be 1.7 mil cav front line, and the rest of the back line stays the same. So using this logic, it's okay to go cavalry spear, because the cav will go, our cav will go even with this cav, and his elite royal spear will deal 0.3 times less damage, while his backline spear, while maybe the most dominant composition, it will lose 4 seconds of walking towards the combat because spears have a lower marching speed. So in this case, it's okay to go for a cav spear rally, which he did. I think he did. Boom. Okay. Boom. Look at that. Okay, so relative to the first time, look, sorry guys. Shit. Nico's second rally had more death and lesser kills because the other side reinforced. Look, he has suddenly 2 more person reinforcing him with almost 600k more troops though. But they made a mistake here. I'll explain this. So, so right now he's down 7 million. The composition here, cav spear. So this is our cavalry went even with his first 2 lines, while our spear back line, which is not much though, but the cavalry front line is enough to tank, dealing damage to his cav infantry. So if you look at the lot, let me see. Boop. If you look at this, enemy, the war is down, so there's a big difference. So like it will be starting fight immediately already. So Emery cav hit our cav, we lost 6,000, while our cav hit enemy cav, he lost this much. So this is the logic though. We are tanking their cavs and going even, but when our spear, where did come on buddy, our spear attack their cavalry, look, 17k. So 17k, 26k, due to the fact that the cavs have x2 more amount. So this is why the cavalry spear to answer their cav inf line is a decent choice. And the common mistake made here is that his other side, wrong. Give me a minute, sorry. His other side reinforce with infantry. So this is a big no though. Do not do this though, and do not reinforce with royals unless you're taking a double rally. There's situations when you can reinforce with royals, but maybe they don't want to lose their front line. So in this case, the other side should always reinforce with cavalry though. So imagine if they reinforce all this with cav, Fire Eater and Bernstein will need to Nico's rally would need to burn through Fire Eater and Bernstein's hospital before it can actually kill troops though. So the main logic of reinforcing is always just to share losses. But if you look at this, when they reinforce, they shed no losses. The losses are still being tanked by the main guy. So if you're ever in like your friends getting rallied, always send their front line T3. There are certain situations where you don't, but this is the main logic though. So going to again, if we look here, always analyze the report. If there's an argument can be saying that if we lower down the cav and we up the spear, usually it means we will kill more, but we also get more death because you have lesser troops tanking. So this is the logic though. So the ideal composition is always based on experience and like how much you would rather like take your losses, or do you want to queue more. It's just a big question though. So after the second rally, you should always go to this part of the report to see how many survivors. So right now his cav is 0 and his royal cav is 0. It will make and his formation is cav infantry. It would make some sense to go cavalry again, or we could just ignore the very few cav, like this is marginal though, and focus on killing as much royal infantry. Looking at this, I would actually suggest going infantry cav, which I did though, and which I think they did. So if you go infantry cav, the logic is that they don't have anything to deal x3 to your front line, while your front line is tanking 1-to-1 their elite and their royal infantry, and 0.3 their royal spearmen. So the correct formation here is infantry cav, and the composition is more infantry, more cav, depending on whether you want to get more losses though, so or less losses. So the cav here, the logic behind infantry cav as our chosen next formation is because that he has a buttload of T3 inf and T4 imp. We have to think of a way to eliminate this while having the less losses. If you send full cavalry towards this guy, you might queue his 1 million royal spear and 2 million royal spear at the back will deal x3 to your front line. So the ideal choice looking at the composition here would be infantry and cavalry. And next, poof, look at the composition. Our composition was majority very little spear and majority inf and cav. It was literally like 50-50 split though, which is not too bad though. And look at the damage it dealt. Boom, 2 million loss. So I'll explain the logic again. So enemy infantry attack, you lost 1k, while your infantry kills this one, and his infantry and spear will never get past your infantry front line, while your cav back line will be dealing x3. Look at the amount of difference though. Even though your infantry is 1.3 million and this is only like 600k, it's still dealing more damage even though you have more numbers, but this is a counter, so when counter it will kill more. Okay, so after looking at this report, same thing, same logic, go to survivors. So his people are actually reinforcing him, not reinforcing him anymore, because I think that's a gone case. So survivors 0 imp or spear. The next choice is just a full infantry rally, or any rally will kill him. And look, poof, and shit, give me a minute. Yep, look at this. He got his lord cap. Look at majority royal infantry, and this is enough though. I think they were just looking to fail the rally. So this is the logic of when you rally someone offline, you can actually deduce like whether like they're looking at their composition, and after the first rally when you see their formation, this is how you should logically approach what formation you should be using though. Like sending full spear might be good, but like the second line is countering, so it's always good to look at their composition and see what lines you are actually tanking and what lines will be dealing less damage to your front line. So I hope this short lesson gives you guys an idea on how to like read formations and tanking, and this is a beginner class though. And for this guy in K87 Anzania, do not go offline in this in your research gear. Like I can show you the difference, give me a minute. So if I went offline, let me see, let me pop back. If I went offline in this, my stats will be this. So even though I'm in research talents right now, I'll make it a habit to go offline in my combat gear. Look at the amount of difference this makes though. So like you don't actually, like if you're not planning for your bubble to drop, but just as a secondary precaution, always go offline in your battle talent, so that when your friends reinforce you, there is not a lost cause, there is actually a decent chance though. If this guy was in actually battle talents and with the proper T3 reinforcement, he might actually survive though, but like he dropped bubble while he was offline. So I hope he watched this video and learns to like always go offline in your combat gear, and for his alliance to reinforce with T3 frontline to share the load with hospital. So if you share, like if he did this right and people were reinforcing with T3 and they're sharing hospital, like every time they reinforce and they heal up and reinforce again, I think this might have gone drastically different though. So if you join any top alliance or any like old alliance, they'll say don't go offline in research, or always share a bubble protector. Okay, last thing, I hope this has been helpful. And last thing is tomorrow there will be a trick-or-treat event. So I will put one post and you just comment on my chronicler. The title will be tomorrow. I'll put title trick or treat, and I will put some things here. And if you comment trick or treat on the comment, you can actually win a few stuff though. So if you want to win this free stuff that I'm putting right here, just look out for my moments post, BubbleteaS, and look out for the post tomorrow that will be trick or treat. I'll put as the first line. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson in PvP. If you think that what I'm saying is wrong, feel free to comment, man. I'm always open for discussion. Like maybe you say like his composition was shit and stuff, and I was like, yeah, but like I'm just teaching you guys the logic though. So this is how you zero somebody by looking at their composition and scout report. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this is BubbleteaS signing out.